This is the setting. War Memorial Stadium in Laramie, Wyoming. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. It's the Ravens and the Wyoming Cowboys. A big topic coming into this game. A backup quarterback will have to step up big. For more on that, we check in with Holly Rowe.
Catching up with the Ravens head coach. And yes, they are aware being without their star quarterback could be an issue here today. But he has a ton of belief in the backup. He's a freshman and inexperienced. But what they saw in practice this week... and belief that they'll be just fine if they can help him get comfortable early in this game. Back to you.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Now the Ravens offense to go on the attack first. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred, because it's a rivalry game, but keep your emotions in check and making sure I'm controlling what I can control.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Makes the grab. It's Gallagher. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. They'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. They'll try to run for it. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
And I think on that last run play on 3rd down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe we're the more physical team and we're going to run the football even if you know it's coming at you. Nice job. They've got the ball at midfield. I expect to see more run plays coming up.
Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. That is the senior tight end who's shaken up. We'll have Holly Rowe check on him. And it's the Ravens in a good spot here with 2nd and short. The play action fake. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
And this is going to be the matchup for this defense all game long, containing the QB speed, because he can get out and he can roll. Nice job early in this football game, judging his speed, getting out there, getting the sack, and most importantly, getting a hit on him early in this football game so he can physically...
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. A tough start to the opening drive as the defense comes up with a big play.
And that's something you're always worried about. The first drive, it's a good play by the defense, but you're worried about your freshman settling in a tough environment on the road, the crowd going bananas. Palmer, he makes the early mistake, and I look forward to watching this kid. How does he respond to some early adversity?
Yeah, he hasn't played in a lot of environments like this throughout his career. There's no question. So this is obviously a major challenge. If I'm the head coach now, I'm pulling him aside, and I'm saying, hey, listen, interceptions are going to happen. Let's get that one out of the way now. Let's learn from it. Let's move forward. But as a play caller, you got to help this young quarterback out. Now, you have to run the ball. You got to find him some easy completions to get his confidence back.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. After the 7-yard completion, it's now 2nd and 3. Wide receiver going in motion. Run in the red zone. It's Holman. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. Down to the 12-yard line. It's first down. They'll ride the hot hand. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run are high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a second down and long situation.
Back to throw, it's Hughes. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
He stopped just inches away from the first down, but boy, can he buy time and strike fear into the heart of a defense. Now looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. The distance is no problem, but this angle from the left can test you. Just drives it between the uprights. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's
like, you wanted a touchdown, but you gave the people here at home something to cheer about on that first drive. Move the football enough to get your kicker an opportunity and to put 3 on the board.
And he's going to bring it out. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. The Ravens have the football, and here comes their offense onto the field. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. Going to run it. It's Cook. There he goes. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Running game got it done on the last play, and now it's first down. They'll give it to him again. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
And it's the Ravens come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Got his man. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. The handoff as they run the counter play here.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Goes to the option. And the ball is free on the pitch. Defense picks it up. He's loose down the middle. The 20. They finally make the stop, and not only the huge turnover, but the big return has them set up in business. Wyoming takes over the football, and the Cowboy offense on its way out. So they've put up some early points, and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Great place to start for this offense. On the ground, it's Holden. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Personal foul.
I'm not sure he knew he had the face mask there, tried to let it go in time, but couldn't. It's a penalty on the defense. And the fumble recovery sets up this offense with a great opportunity to cash it in for points. He'll pull it on the read. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
He's got it and still on his feet.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You got to be aggressive, and you got to make tackles.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. Back to throw, it's Hughes. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, and after not getting any sacks a week ago, we knew he was going to be a little frustrated, but he told us this week he wasn't going to try to press. He was just going to go out in this game, be himself, knowing the numbers and the stats would come. He's off to a great start in this game.
Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. Absolutely perfect. That'll give them an early 6-0 lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? The coverage team maintains his discipline. Much doing on that return. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Running inside, it's Garrison. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27.
Love the play call on the RPO, and you're just really trusting this running back to be able to make a guy miss and then get into the second level. The offensive line did their job, gave him a crease, but that was the running back making that linebacker miss in the hole before getting north.
Ready, go! Looking for a gap. It's Cook. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. Up to 45 yards rushing in this game. What a way to start the new season. After the 9-yard pickup on 1st down, here's 2nd and 1. They'll keep it on the ground. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
In most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like, I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches I'm getting a 1st down, I'd say the offense will be in a really good position all game long.
He stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's 1st down. And it's the Ravens come to the line with a new set of downs. Right through his hands, incomplete. I think he knew he had a chance for a big play, but it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass. Rushes on him. Makes that one. And they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. Guys, we have Wyoming on top as we reach the end of the quarter. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field.
Here we go, ready.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. That's the big sophomore tight end who's shaken up. Holly Roll will keep an eye on him. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Looking to fire. Safe completion on the screen. They don't fall for the screen. Great job retracing and stopping him at the line of scrimmage.
And I love linebackers, man, that just have a nose for the football, an absolute feel. Great job not losing vision, feeling the running back start to come out of the backfield to catch the football, and then doing the most important part. Probably the hardest, too, getting him on the ground.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
They'll run it in the red zone. It's Cook. Running behind those pads, he gets a couple before he's stopped at the 18. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to pass. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
And I think that time he was trusting his pocket awareness and his arm a little bit too much. You've got to remember, you're one of the best athletes in the country playing the position. If you see a crease, you've just got to take off and get it.
He's got the back in the middle. That was an important stop there as they try to hold them to a field goal on this drive.
And defensively on third down, man, that is absolutely your goal. You want to play top down, play back. If they want to dump the ball off to the running back, so be it. But you got to tackle them, and you got to get them to the ground. And that's exactly what this defense does, and they force the fourth down.
Absolutely perfect. The lead is down to a field goal.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Wyoming's offense heads out to get this drive started. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. And I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
The Cowboys with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. The run inside. It's Holman. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
Dropping back, it's Hughes. Under fire. He sacked this defense all over him. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. The Ravens have the football, and here comes their offense onto the field. Takes a handoff. It's Garrison. Brings into the open. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. They created a lot of breathing room with that first play of the drive. Now first down from the 39. He'll toss it. Got a little grass. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40. He now has 63 yards on the ground. A very productive first half here in the season opener. Fighting off the defender. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Unloads quickly. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to escape and get it himself. Kept it, and he's past the marker. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Ravens!
And there you see his playmaking ability, man. Golly, like for a quarterback to be able to do this and just take off and outrun a defense, it shows you how athletic these guys are. They're big-time playmakers. And the moment the defense doesn't focus on them, they'll take off and they'll take it to the house.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point gives them a 10-6 lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And that was some way to cap it off with a 42-yard touchdown jaunt. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Cowboys come out to get this drive started. They've had a couple of productive drives, but they've had to settle for field goals in 2 of their 3 previous possessions, Jesse.
Yeah, this is an offense that takes a lot of pride in execution, and they feel like they should have scored a touchdown every single drive. So while it's been good, not great, David, just execute a little bit better, and they can put this one in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think you point that out. We went all the way down the field on 2 of our first 3 drives and got field goals. Now, just a little better execution when that field starts to shrink, and it gets a little bit more difficult.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Off play action. Fires to the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. And the Cowboys have it with a 1st and 10. On the option, it's Hughes. And they snuffed out that play from the start. He probably should have given the ball to the back.
One of the things I like about this defense is their DBs are not afraid to put their face in the fan and go tackle. And you saw it that time with the cornerback making a great play, tackling the quarterback on the option for a big loss.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. They'll have to get it to the 37 on 3rd down. Looking to throw, it's Hughes. Here's the pressure. Quarterback slides, and that is a punch to the gut to any defense to let a quarterback get out and move the sticks there.
And these are the ones that they just add up, and they're so frustrating for a defender. Trust me, I'm a defensive guy. It's just annoying. You get him in 3rd and medium. They're going to pass the football. You play the pass well, but, man, does he have a good feel. And he just pulls it down, and it's almost like he knew exactly where he had to get. Smart scramble. Nice job getting the first down.
And that's this guy's third catch now on the drive, and I like how this offense just keeps going back to him. Look, if you're not going to cover him, we're going to keep throwing him the football. We don't have to overthink this thing, and as every completion happens, the quarterback is gaining more and more confidence in this guy.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Looking to fire. Takes the easy completion. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Here's a heat. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
And here comes the field goal unit. This kicker has already made a couple today. From the right hash, and this distance makes that angle not quite so severe. Splits the uprights. Good. That brings him to within one.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Takes a handoff. It's Cook. Got enough for the first. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. He's now up to 71 yards rushing in this first half, and he is making quite the impression in the opener. They'll move the wide receiver. Obviously didn't like what he saw on first down, and they used a timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking downfield on first down. Got his man. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a 3rd down stop. Motion from the wideout. Trying play action. Lets it fly. Working the middle. He'll work his way down to the 28. Timeout taken by the offense. It's their second. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half.
I love offenses that are willing to find matchups and take advantage of them. Like, use your running back in the middle of the field. You want to use a linebacker, so be it. He can beat it. This guy has really good speed, really good ball skills, and I like the way they're using him out of the backfield.
Looking to throw on first down. Right down the middle. Complete downfield. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll have just enough time to get 1 more snap before the half. Looking to throw. Wide out trying to get it in. And they will score. Touchdown, Ravens.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point was good. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they capped the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. And he's going to try to return this one. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We begin with Boise State in their matchup against the number 2 team, the Oregon Ducks. And it's the Broncos with a double-digit lead. You can't count out the opposition, but I'd say the defense looks awfully stout so far. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now back to your game in Laramie. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. We're just about ready to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. What do they have to say coming out of halftime, Holly?
Wyoming's head coach told me at the half, the message of his speech was, I've got to get the running back more involved. They trust him. He's been terrific, but they haven't gotten him enough carries. He said, I've got one guy in the booth upstairs who is tracking how many times our running back touches the ball. That is the most essential part of getting back in this game. Get the rock to the guy who can make the biggest difference.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. Catch in the middle. It's Richardson. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. Passing game kept his drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking for room. It's Holman. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Snags it, and there's running room. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. The Cowboys look to keep this drive humming. Tight end now in motion. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Chunked it away just as he was hit.
Yeah, and unfortunately, this guy's been beat like a drum. He's been hit, sacked a bunch of times already, and another hit right here. I'm literally looking at my offensive line and be like, dude, I need some more time. You got to protect me better than this. Give me a chance to complete some passes.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's holding. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. The senior defensive tackle being looked at by medical personnel. Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on how he's doing. They go right back to him. Makes it past the marker. And the Cowboys come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Trying to run, it's holding. Noses his way forward, maybe gets one. They'll mark it at the 18.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Oh, looked upfield too soon and dropped the football, and it'll be 3rd down.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
Looking to throw, it's Hughes. Blasted as he lets it go. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. So here comes the field goal unit once again. They've already kicked 3 tonight. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. That'll cut this lead down to 5.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Let's see what he can do with the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Ravens have the football, and here comes their offense onto the field. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And they can't make the connection.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Go!
Using his legs, it's Cook. Nifty run there, pickup of 6 out to the 25.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
So they're facing 3rd and short from the 25. They'll keep it on the ground. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. Trying to keep the drive alive. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
I know there are some people that say, no, in your own territory, you punt the football, you be conservative. No, sir. 4th and 1, I'm hitting the gas. All gas, no brakes. I'm going for this. I prepared for it all week. Nice job by the offense getting the 1st down on 4th and 1.
Trying to make magic with his feet. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a 1st down. Looks as if we have an injured Cowboy on the play. Training staff is out there tending to the injured player, and we will step aside. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48.
Here we go. Ready. Hey, move. Ready, go.
The hand to the running back. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? Running inside, it's Garrison. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. And it's the Ravens. Kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. To the air on 1st down. Pressure coming. Scrambling to the left. Oh, he's got some space. Just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown, at least for now.
How nice is it to be an offensive coordinator and you call a pass play, but your guy turns it into an explosive run? Like, that is so much fun to call. Good protection up front, but he just sees space so well. They drop back, he finds the holes, and, man, before you know it, he's just chewing up yards and making big plays.
And it's the Ravens will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Push ahead on the sneak. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time.
I love the attitude of this defense. They were expecting quarterback sneak or something quick hitting on that play, and they just buckled up and drove the offensive line back, able to stop the QB behind the line of scrimmage.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Barges ahead. Touchdown, Ravens. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
And that's the way you punctuate the long drive. Nice job being physical, getting that ground game going, and Jesse finishing with the ground game.
Yeah, really, I think that drive is really a microcosm of what they've been doing all game, right? Imposing their will by running the football. The defense knew it was coming, and they still couldn't stop him.
Number 35, set to kick this one away.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Let's see what Holly Rowe has for us on the sideline.
Here on the Wyoming sideline, guys, I have got my eyes on the running back who told me he is pretty banged up from that loss last week. He's got a lower body injury, something he will absolutely have to fight through. The athletic trainers have done the best they can to get him ready to go today, but this is a developing story. I will keep...
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. They got to him in a heartbeat. Man, was he back there quickly.
And you could see the linebackers up near the line of scrimmage. Which one's coming? He comes flying through with great speed. The offense had no clue how to get him blocked, and he gets the big sack.
Back to pass, it's Hughes. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
He stopped at the 15, not enough for the first down, and you'd think we'd see the punt team. The Cowboys send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Now on the return. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. The Ravens have the football, and here comes their offense onto the field. First play of the drive comes from the 38. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply weird.
Intercepted. That is just what this defense needed. Stopped just across midfield at the 49, but not before he forces the turnover and sets up this offense.
That's how you got to give the defense credit, though, because with these conditions, it's not easy to catch for the offensive players. Certainly not for the defense, but great eye-hand coordination securing that interception.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just...
Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright, and you just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down. He tried to get it on his own. And the Cowboys will call on their punt team. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll give it on the counter. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. The junior running back slow to get up. We hope this is just momentary. Howie Rowe will keep an eye on everything for us. On the run, it's Garrison. Nice move to keep running. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Motion from the wide receiver. Off the play fake on first down. Fires to the wideout. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. Into the 3rd quarter of this opening week of the season, it's now 2nd and 10. The run inside, it's Garrison. Picks up the first down. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. And it's the Ravens have their offense in high gear. They'll move the tight end to the ground. He's got it again. There's a crease. Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8.
And that's a first down for the offense.
One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Run in the red zone, it's Garrison. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Keeps it himself. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Ravens!
Touchdown, Ravens.
Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
Set to kick this one away.
Bringing it back. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. So the Cowboys offense heads onto the field to start this drive. They went 3 and out the last time they had it. Trailing late, they've got to get to work here. Working that left side now. Snags it and he's open. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. And the best thing about this, the offense can't worry about the scoreboard. Just keep trying to make plays like that, Jesse.
I know a lot of people in the stadium probably feel like this game is over, and maybe it's been over for a while, Reese, but don't tell that to this quarterback and his teammates. They're still out there scrapping and clawing.
And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. So now it's 2nd and long. To the air, it's Hughes. Swings it out to the flat. And he was knocked down immediately. Very short pickup on that one.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Hit as he throws. That ball never had a chance, and they'll turn it over on downs.
I think that play right there has been a big theme in this game. When it matters the most, on big-time down and distances, this defense has been able to step up and make the play when they need it most. That 4th down, great job in the back end in coverage, forcing the incompletion with a big lead now, creating a turnover on down.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now this offense will try to overcome that 2nd down incompletion. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He'll throw it. It's complete to the left. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Pass interference. Defense.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
3 yards. 1st down for the offense after that penalty. On the ground, it's Garrison. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the 1st down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. That is their senior starting wide receiver who the training staff is looking at, and Holly Rowe will get us up to date on his condition. And it's the Ravens getting set on 1st and 10. Oh, they're after him. Buried before he can play.
And we've already seen him make splash plays in this football game. He got the interception, the big pick earlier, now getting in the backfield, getting to the quarterback, and doing the most important thing. When you get there, get home, and get him on the ground. He's got a pick, and now he's got a sack.
20 and 29 belts. 20 and 29 belts. Still go.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete. Looks as if we have an injured Cowboy on the play. We'll check on his status, but at the moment, we'll take a timeout. Quarterback just couldn't quite find the range on the last play. It's 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. There is nowhere to go. He has stopped, and it'll be 4th down from the 23. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Got his man in the middle. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. the running back and leave it with him. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28. The Cowboys in the hurry-up.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. Those 2-, 3-, and 4-yard gains in the first and second quarter, they become big gains late. Guys don't want to tackle him, and you're seeing that now.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking to pass. It's Hughes. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes.
They pretty much have to keep the offense on the field, and they'll get right to the line of scrimmage. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs.
That's a gutsy call. And I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory, and now you turn the football over to the other team. Points are so much easier to get. Obviously, I know, Jesse, it didn't take a color commentator to figure that out.
They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Knocked down after a 3-yard gain to the 25.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
Just feeds the running back. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on 3rd down.
How about that? You don't see those.
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Going to try to get it himself. He slides past the 1st down marker and picks it up on 4th.
And, man, that is the hard part about playing defense nowadays. It's not the first play. It's the second play that you have to react to. It's a pass. Everybody's playing pass, but he has the ability to do that. And we've seen him do it today already. Just take off, make things happen. Now the QB over 100 on the day, and his legs, they're a problem.